$50 million. Like, I don't know. It's one of my who knows? Who gives a shit? Where did most of the money go? Houses or
planes? Boat. It's stupid shit. It was fun.
Because of the of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Also has gotten really into NFTs.
You in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months.
Mike Tyson didn't hold back when talking about Floyd Mayweather's post-retirement behavior. Even after officially walking away from competitive boxing, Floyd kept training at a high level and repeatedly stepped back into the ring for exhibition fights. To Tyson, this wasn't about love for craft anymore. He suggested it looked like a financial chase rather than a competitive one, arguing that constantly coming back for paydays risks diluting the image of a fighter who was once celebrated for knowing when to walk away at the top.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about Floyd?
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like, you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more
absolutely.
money than everybody.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game up when he turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. He beat everybody I thought would give him a chance. He just wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best. He didn't pick guys. He took the best. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody wrong. Right. And that's why he's who he is.
Floyd Mayweather grabbed attention again after news broke that he purchased 6 commercial properties valued at $42 million. On the surface, the deal looks like a calculated step toward building lasting wealth, but many view it as a response to growing criticism over his lavish lifestyle and non-stop spending. The move signals a possible change in priorities, shifting away from public displays of luxury and toward locking in tangible assets that can protect his financial future.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Joe Rogan also offered his take on Floyd Mayweather's run of exhibition bouts, suggesting there's more behind them than simple enjoyment of the sport. He hinted that these appearances might be fueled by the pressure of maintaining a costly lifestyle rather than any real hunger to compete. According to Rogan, the pattern points toward financial responsibility driving the decision, not ambition, legacy, or a genuine desire to stay connected to boxing.
We got two more deals I want to get into. Floyd Mayweather just did a big deal. It's a short one, so let's get into that. Floyd Mayweather Jr. just bought $402 million in a real estate portfolio. That's dope. That's super dope. It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000 unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million. Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got a thousand units and 60 buildings.
Rogan went on to highlight that Floyd Mayweather's blockbuster clash with Conor McGregor was never about competitive legacy. He described it as a carefully planned financial play. After stepping away from the sport, Mayweather made a strategic return for the crossover spectacle, walking away with an estimated $100 million. While the payout was enormous, the decision reinforced the idea that profit, not the pursuit of boxing greatness, was the driving force behind the comeback. Been shy about celebrating himself, regularly stacking his resume against other legends and reminding everyone of what he's accomplished. While that level of confidence is common among all-time great fighters, his approach to selling himself often comes off as excessive. For many fans, the constant self-praise blurs the line between confidence and ego, creating distance rather than admiration, and drawing steady backlash from both the media and the boxing audience.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay, what was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Yes, gentlemen, let's do this.
No, a bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. No, sneak designs, that's that shit I don't like.
Snoop Dogg, who understands the business side of both entertainment and sports, offered a sharp distinction between having money and building real wealth. He suggested that while Mayweather has earned enormous sums, he may be missing the long-range thinking that separates temporary riches from lasting financial security. Snoop's comments imply that Floyd's attention appears centered on image and visible success, rather than on the kind of planning that ensures stability well beyond the spotlight.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my...
On social media, Mayweather regularly floods his pages with images of stacked cash and screenshots of account balances to signal success. To supporters, it's a bold and honest flex. To critics, it comes across as over-the-top and rooted in insecurity. While these money-filled posts grab attention fast, they also invite deeper questions, putting the spotlight not just on how much he shows, but on how secure his financial foundation really is.
Where did you get that business sense? Because you surpassed everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
You know, every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich.
Mayweather's habit of constantly measuring himself against boxing's all-time greats works as a powerful branding tool, but it also attracts non-stop criticism. Confidence is necessary to survive at the highest level, yet his unwillingness to show restraint or humility after retirement has worn thin for many fans, turning respect into irritation. Floyd has also been upfront about his business philosophy, admitting he prefers taking bold financial risks. He said he targets investments most people don't fully understand, believing that uncertainty creates faster growth. Still, that gamble-heavy approach is often viewed as careless, raising questions about whether he values long-term stability over quick financial wins.
And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing.
Mayweather made the unusual decision to operate without a manager, choosing to negotiate and oversee every deal on his own. That independence gave him total authority over his career and finances, but it also came with serious risks. Although the approach helped him earn enormous sums, the lack of experienced oversight left him exposed. Without trusted professionals filtering opportunities and spotting red flags, he became far more vulnerable to bad investments and potential scams that structured guidance might have prevented.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Check it out. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Joe Rogan pointed out that Mayweather's non-stop display of luxury might reveal more than just pride. It could hint at underlying problems. With whispers of financial strain circulating, those flashy posts start to feel less like celebration and more like a cover-up for insecurity. The very lifestyle and image that once defined his success now risk feeding a story of instability rather than triumph.
Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out. Because I love a row, I love the fighting, let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got sting coming at my ass.
I spoke on stage with Floyd Mayweather. We really resonated, and I gave him a hard time because we were in Miami, and I go, dude, I don't watch boxing. That's not my thing. And we chit-chatted about that, and we just spoke about wealth. And we went through the thing. When he stopped boxing, he put so much capital into real estate. He's like, Andy, why didn't anybody tell me this years ago? Because he goes, I'm paying so much in taxes. I don't like the government being my partner. He took all of his money into real estate. And he's like, Andy, I've never had to work so little for so much. He made $100 million in one night. Yeah, the government took half that. Now I make a lot of money, and I never get out of bed.
Mayweather's passion for luxury is well known and often makes headlines. From an $18 million watch to a collection of high-end timepieces worth thousands each, his spending habits are as flashy as they are eye-catching. But behind the glamour, questions arise about long-term financial stability. Even a fortune as massive as his could be at risk if such extravagant indulgence continues unchecked.
The person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. You know, he kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying. He's drinking water, and then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. I mean, the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Floyd has consistently made it clear that money is central to his life, even advising his children to prioritize financial success. The idea of creating generational wealth is admirable in principle. Yet, his intense focus on cash over principles and values has sparked questions about the true legacy he's shaping, one that might prioritize wealth above character or long-term impact.
People just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time, and the boxing skill.
Mayweather has faced serious backlash in the past, including a ban for promoting fraudulent financial schemes. Rather than steering clear, he later jumped back into comparable ventures, most notably a controversial NFT project with Kim Kardashian. This recurring behavior highlights a concerning pattern, prioritizing rapid profits over legal caution and the protection of his reputation.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for more. See you next time.